I wanted to touch on some of these recent changes happening in law school admissions with the LSAT in particular in the past year or so. One of the biggest changes, I think, is that the LSAT is being offered far more frequently now than it used to be. It used to be only 4 times a year. Now it's 9 times a year or 10 times a year. And I'm wondering, with the increased opportunities to retake the LSAT, will that change how your office views applicants with multiple LSAT takes?
Since we haven't had the first digital administration yet, and we're still even just adjusting to the LSAT being offered more than 4 times a year, it's probably a little bit premature for me to give a really concrete answer, but I would say in general, folks take the LSAT multiple times nowadays. That's very common to see people who take it 2 or 3 times. After this July test, everyone will be taking it digital. So there's not sort of that difference that we're even thinking about. I mean, I think like any test, like any standardized test, there are folks who do well on standardized tests and folks who don't. And for some people, it's not a great predictor. I think the fact that it's going digital isn't going to change that piece of the puzzle for us. I do think that it's probably a bigger change for test takers because the format is different, right? You're taking out a tablet instead of paper. So until that is a transition that is, a little bit further along in the process and people are just very used to doing that, I can imagine how the study and the preparation process might be a little bit more challenging at the outset. If we see a huge change in terms of how folks are doing from, say, a test administration that was paper to now a score that came from a digital test, I might be able to, I might have a different perspective on whether or not that really makes a difference. But my sense is as long as you do the preparation in terms of actually, trying to take the test on a computer or on a tablet, that it won't change. Performance shouldn't change just based on that change in format, or at least that's the design and what I would expect to see. Like any new change in standardized testing, it's possible that there could be sort of a difference in that first 1 or 2 go around of digital tests, but I don't expect to see a huge difference come this first test administration where we're really seeing a large number of folks who are taking it digitally.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.